right, all right, all right. Let's get into it. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are streaming from. I am Coach Yashika, your dating one on one coach. I help you to understand who you are in dating so that you can get the person that you want, desire, and need while you're dating in this world of swiping left and swiping right. Because if you know who you are, then you can have a better understanding of what you need, what makes you happy, and all that good stuff. And so today we are talking about where do you get your stinking thinking regarding the opposite sex, right? Yes, where do you get your stinking thinking in regarding the opposite sex? Um, I have heard this come about before where um, people are saying things about people of the opposite sex, right? I know you guys have heard it too, right? Let me change this banner because we're already live. Since we are already live, let me go ahead and change that banner to make sure that I don't have an old banner up there, okay? So, I don't know why I didn't change. So yeah, I have heard people talk about other genders, right? I've heard women say, and I'm going to talk about women because I am a woman, but I've heard women talk about how there's no good this, there's no good that. I've heard men say women are this, women are that. And I'm like, where did all this negativity come from regarding the opposite sex? If we're all trying to couple up and get to the love so we can get to the love making, right? That's how I see it. That's the way I think it. If we're all talking bad about each other, then no one's gonna want to be with each other. So where did all this stinking thinking come from? Right? Where did all this stinking thinking come from? The way I see it, if someone has hurt you, right? Because we all have been there. We have been hurt by somebody, whether it was from a relationship or a family member, whatever. We have been hurt, right? But you take that up with that person. You don't cluster everybody together and say, well, because this person hurt me, then that means that everybody that looks like that person or I deal with people on the same level in which I dealt with that person is going to hurt me the same. That's asinine. You'll end up by yourself forever if you have that mentality. Okay? What that means is that you got to take a hard look at your own self and figure out what is it about you that you haven't tried to get an understanding of, so maybe you can make some adjustments for that keeps attracting those type of people. So for example, if you are a person that like abusive people, and again, this isn't just man to woman, woman to man, or whatever. Men don't always pick, women don't always pick men that are verbally abusive. Sometimes a woman could be verbally abusive to a man as well. Okay, so we're gonna keep it even like that, right? And then you get somebody else, and that person is abusive to you in another way, right? So is it them or is it you that you keep picking the same people that's abusive? Right? Because abuse is abuse, whether it's physical, emotionally, spiritual, or whatever. Abuse is abuse. You can't trade one off of the other and say, well, at least he didn't do this, or at least she didn't do that. Abuse is abuse. If at some point it's making you feel belittled or it's taking something away from you, then that is abuse. Because in a partner, they're supposed to always put you on a higher standard. Never try to diminish you in any kind of way, make you feel some kind of way about yourself. That's abuse. Right? So if you keep picking those people, then it's you that's the problem. You need to reevaluate what makes you pick the same people. So that means that you do not have the right to say those people aren't no good. It's just the people you're choosing aren't any good, which the key factor there is you, because you're doing the picking, right? Let's get rid of some of this stinking thinking. We really need to. And of course, the same thing goes with the men. You have men that looks at some women and say, I've heard men complain about women. We get them, we do this, we do that, and then all of a sudden we get them, and they flip the script on us. Let me tell you something. I know for a fact that sometimes women will do that. Every now and then, they'll show up as their imposter, but for the most part, they're not able to turn or to hide that particular part of themselves for a very long time. I think what happens is people overlook the signs that person had that showed them that they were going to be who they were going to be. You chose to ignore that. Maybe that person was a great cook. Maybe that person was good in bed. Maybe that person took care of all the other needs. And so you chose to ignore the things that you should have been paying attention to. So then when you get home, you're like, you know what? And then you start talking bad about all women, right? When in actuality, it was just that one. And then you have to still ask yourself, what was it about me that made me want to be with that person, right? I mean, I'm not saying that other people can't be the problem, but sometimes if it's a pattern for you, then it's not other people, it's you. You have the pattern because you have the problem, right? So you need to eliminate your stinking thinking. And then if you continue to think that way, whatever you flourish, whatever you water, you grow. So if you keep believing that everybody is this way or everybody is that way, eventually that's the way it's going to look to you, that everybody is these screwed up people and they don't give a care about nobody, and that nobody is worth even being in a relationship with, because that's thinking, right? And so if you continue to think that, then that's what it's going to be. If you continue to think that, then that's what it's going to be. Okay. So you got to change the way you see things. You got to change your thought process. You got to change the way you look at life. You have to manifest the things that you want. Be specific. Just like I said in my other videos, be specific. Do the big acts and make sure that you say exactly what you mean and mean what you say. Ask for specifically what you need and what you want. Period. Right? Be the person that you want to be. Be the person that you want to date. Be the person. Go back and watch all my videos. Be the person that you want to date. Right? You do all those things, you can get rid of the stinking thinking. And we can get back to finding our partners. We can get back to finding our future wives, our future husbands, our life partners, our ones, and all that, so that we can get to the love, so that we can get back to the love making, because that is my ultimate goal. That's where I want everybody to be in this world, back to love making, okay? Because it just makes everything better, don't you think? Don't you think? It just makes everything better. Okay, you guys, my name is Coach Yashika, and I am your dating one-on-one coach. I help you to understand who you are so that you can know what kind of partner you need, you want, and you desire while you are out here in this dating world in the era of swiping left and swiping right. And so if you would like to schedule a one-on-one call with me, go ahead. My appointment line is going across the screen, is appointment with shika.as.me/, right? Appointment with Shika .as as an ass, like ask me .me as me / and schedule a 15-minute consultation. And the consultation is just to see if I'm a fit for you or not. There's no money exchange. And then from there, we'll talk about exactly what you need and how I can help you. And of course, my coaching, before I even sit down with you for any type of call, aside from the 15-minute consultation, you will do a few assessments so I can get an idea of who you are, what you desire, what you need, what you've been through, and just things that you were happy doing, things that did not serve you, but you may have been a part of or in a relationship with. I have to get a clear understanding of you so that moving forward, when you go out here and you start dating, you will know the people that you need to be trying to date as opposed to stay away from. And then you'll be a little bit more understanding about who you are so that you can say, well, you know what? Now I know why I go after this person. Now I know why. Number one thing girls say, now I know why I go after the bad boys, right? It takes a lot of getting to some counseling and some coaching to understand why some girls always go after the bad guy, the bad boy, right? Right? You got to do some soul searching to get there. You don't just get there because you think that that's what you thought you liked it and you didn't know why. No, something has happened that has gotten you there, and you need to understand what it is, right? Not saying you got to change, but at least have an understanding of what it is, so when you ready to reel it back in, you can. But if you have no idea, it's like Until you admit you got a problem, you can't try to fix the problem. If it's a problem for you, okay? If it's a problem for you, if bad boys are now giving you headaches and problems and breaking your heart too much, it's now a problem for you. So now you want to know how to fix it so that you don't attract the bad boys no more, right? Okay. All right. Again, book an appointment with me, appointments with shika.as.me/. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.